What's up everybody, Zulu here as usual, standing in the middle of my living slash bedroom, my studio apartment here in New York. I've been getting kind of lazy with recording these, or not recording them, I'm still recording them every day, but I'm getting really lazy with posting them. So today is going to be the day that I catch up on all my videos, I start sharing everything to Facebook again, so that I can make sure that everybody who is interested in following along with my journey is able to do so. And hopefully the ups and downs that I'm going through, as I set out in the beginning, are inspiring some people to feel like they can do what I'm trying to do as well. That being said, tonight was a pretty low-key night again. I ended up playing some Elder Scrolls Online this afternoon to kind of unwind, or trying to, and my brother ended up having this crazy issue where he got stuck in a place in the very beginning and then got frustrated, and then we couldn't really play. Also played some of the Division, but then this evening it was a raid night, so initially was on my mage to help my guild try and kill the third boss of Mythic. We went and killed the first two again, pretty much without issue, but then had some trouble on Mout. We almost got him. I want to say that one more phase with 1 or 2% more DPS, we would have been fine. So I think it's doable for us, but we may not kill him until next week, because I think tomorrow we're going to clear the rest of Heroic, which I actually had the opportunity to bring my warrior to Heroic tonight, and had a great time. I got a chance to tank, which is something I haven't done in a while. I do have to say that tanking in raids is probably the easiest job there is in the raid. I know I'm probably going to offend some people by saying that, but compared to all the things you have to keep track of and the massive output that you have to have as a DPSer while also keeping track of everything else, whereas a tank, I find most of the time you're just waiting to taunt, and then you do your rotation and you take damage and you do your things to keep yourself from taking damage, and then the other tank taunts back, but there's not really any crazy massive movement requirements or crazy feats of tanking, or I don't even know what to think of, but there's nothing really crazy that you have to do from a tanking perspective, at least on Heroic. It's quite simple. I don't know about Mythic. But if the hardest thing is swapping targets, that's pretty basic to being a tank. So the good news is that after bringing her to the raid, I got the 2 trinkets, or 2 of the better trinkets I can get from there from the first half of the instance. So I got the Dragon Scale off of Raytheon, and then got the Sigil, I think is what it's called, off of Mout. So I now have 2 460 tanking trinkets on my warrior, which is pretty awesome, because I've been considering switching from tanking on my Death Knight to my warrior, just because it seems like from a physical damage perspective, as you get to higher keys, having that block value there to prevent taking of some of the damage is just super, super helpful. They also put out more damage than Death Knights do, although my Death Knight does have TD, which means that he's putting out a lot of damage, 100,000 plus DPS some pulls, which makes a big difference. So hopefully I'll get some TD on my warrior sometime soon and be able to use that in Mythic Plus, because right now it's a little bit of a toss-up. My Death Knight is great at dealing damage and controlling mobs with grip and things like that. Yeah, it can be immune to a lot of spell effects, but when he gets hit by certain things, like Blade Combo on Dazar, it hits for 75% of my health every time Dazar does it, and I have to immediately heal, and it's very reactionary and very spiky, and if anything else goes wrong in the fight with that kind of damage coming in, you're basically done. So we'll see. I'll test out taking some things on my warrior. I think I need to try and get some 15s done. I've done a 15 on my Death Knight, did a 14 on my mage, did a 15 I think on a couple, I think at least one other character, I can't remember which. But I need to do a couple 15s more to make sure that, my monk, I did a 15. But I want to try and get 15s done on most of the characters I'm playing. I've also been thinking about spending some time on my priest, since today I was PvPing a little bit in the afternoon as well on my monk and was having a really good time. So we'll see. It'd be fun to spend some more time PvPing. 2 of the guys in my group are actually really talented PvPers, so it's a lot of fun to play with them. That being said, I think I'm going to call it a night. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to everyone tomorrow.